I think, this win really came down to preparation for us. We had a great week of practice. It was really good that we had some time to prepare for them because they're so good. And then it came down to poise. And, it's funny because as we counted it down, we told them at halftime, 20 minutes to a lifetime memory. And then it was 10, then it was 8, then it was 4. And I just thought the whole time, the poise of our kids, when they went up 4, we never rattled. We stayed with what we did. There was so many winning plays out there, so many guys. Anybody that stepped on could have sat here and talked to you because they were all key contributors to a win. And this is ACC basketball, man. This is what it's about. This is what these guys sign up for, and I'm proud of each and every one of them.
Jim, you talk about changing things. Can you talk about
changing what? I'm sorry.
You said you talked about changing things this week because Hawkins was out. A week of preparation.
Yeah.
Can you talk about the 3-point shooting, especially the 2 that Jerome hit?
We're a good 3-point shooting team, and we just have not been shooting the ball well. And I knew it was going to happen. These kids work too hard. They're good shooters. We're going to have a breakout game. And, obviously Jerome made some huge threes, but Jordan stepped up when it was about the 16-minute mark. And then I said to Jordan, get in the game, Jordan. Do what you do. And then he listened, I guess, because he hit about 4 or 5 in a row. But that's what they do. I mean, nobody did anything out of character here today. Everybody made the plays that they make. You didn't need superhuman plays. You just need guys to make plays they make and can make, on the biggest stage, and that's what you have to do to beat the number 1 team in the nation.
If I could get Ky and Jerome separately, answer this individually. Being North Carolina boys, y'all knew about Duke. I was wondering, what were your thoughts about Duke when you were growing up, and can you talk about your mindset heading into this game?
My thoughts, I grew up a North Carolina fan, so my thoughts is complete. But waking up like this morning, I was already ready, excited for the game. 8:30, woke up, already ready to go. So big thing was just us getting here and being able to keep the team together. We had a big loss with Teddy, so for him standing behind the bench and actually keeping us together, as far as him still talking to us, not even on the court but off the court, keeping us together was a big thing.
Mm-hmm. I would say the same thing. I was actually a Carolina fan too. My mom was a Duke fan, so she's probably pretty sad, or was sad. But, I mean, it's awesome. Great experience, memory of a lifetime. And to go off of what Ky said, I mean, Teddy was huge for us today, too, just keeping us involved. I mean, there was a stretch when they went up, and Teddy was just telling us, like, just stay in the game, stay focused, like, we can win this game.
Just think about that. He had surgery last night. He got done at 6 o'clock. It was a 4-hour surgery. He's here today coaching the team. It says a lot about the character of the kid.
Just 2 quickly. One for the 3 of you and then one for you. When you're in I think it's halftime, you said it was, and Coach says 20 minutes to a lifetime memory, what's going through your head? Because, one, you still got 20 minutes to go, but that's a big statement, and that's for all 3 of you. But for you, how big is just considering where the program is, like you said with Tay, this is a weird emotional swing for you guys, and I know that loss was a big one, but when you get this W after the loss, like, the swing has to be crazy. Yeah, it's tough. I mean, it was emotionally tough to lose him. I was so disappointed for him because he was doing everything right. Everything we asked, everything he wanted to accomplish, he was doing it. And it's not an easy situation to come into a new group of guys. But, for me, just to watch these guys in that locker room after the game, I think everything we've kind of gone through to get to this point, to watch those guys in the game, in the locker room, celebrate the way they did, knowing that they earned a victory today, because Duke is such a good team, they're never going to give it to you. You have to earn it, and these guys earned it. That was the best memory I've had in a long, long time.
Coach.
Yeah, going through my head, I was just hungry, We had that lead, and we played well in the first half, and we didn't want that let that slip, Like he was saying, this is a lifetime opportunity, so, we were just hungry to just keep going, keep bringing it in that second half.
Mm-hmm. We've been there close before, like with Carolina in the past, stuff like that. So, I mean, it was just taking it all in and just going as hard as you can. I mean, it's 20 minutes, so just grind it out.
Yeah, we knew second half was going to be a big part of the game for us from last year. It's not in the second half, so this part, us coming in together, showing that everybody's part got to improve in the second half, so it was big for us.
If I could just get one question to Coach, one question to Ky. Coach, Stephon Mitchell held Marvin Bagley only 5 points in the second half. Had that strip steal with, I think, about a minute 30 left. Really game-changing. Can you just talk about the toughness and the defense he brings to this team every night?
Yeah, I mean, he's phenomenal. He's a blue-collar guy. I mean, he just rose to the challenge. What he did was he made him work for every catch. I don't think Marvin Bagley had an easy catch on the night. He had a couple on the perimeter plays, but in the post, the more important part, he caused a couple over-the-back fouls that now changes his mentality, and that was the game. You know, we talked to our team. We said they average 67 shots a night, so we're going to have to hit 67 times. Everybody. Now, some of these guys are going to be on the floor. They're going to have to do it 67 times. Some other guys, and I don't know if we missed many. You know, to hold them to 13 offensive rebounds is not an easy feat.
And Ky, 30 points, almost a triple-double, and the ACC opener. You had a monster game in last year's ACC opener versus Syracuse. So there's something about this game, about these big games, that really makes you step up.
Just coming in and playing hard was just the thing that I do. But knowing that this was one of the more exciting games for our day number one, just knowing that me and my team got to play up to our best ability. So try to come in and just play hard for my team.
I just talk about maintaining your aggressive posture, carrying 4 fouls late in the game.
Happened before at Hartford game. I mean, Coach Jim just tell me to calm down and relax and keep playing. So that's what I just try to do.
Coach, you talked about having a week of preparation to prepare for Duke. What did you see in the tape that you thought you could take advantage of, and what did you all do?
Well, I mean, there's such a well-balanced team. You have to score. I mean, because there's such a good offensive team. If you don't score, if you go in some type of scoring drought, they could put these huge runs on you. And so we had to make sure we were putting our guys, especially our playmakers, you know, in positions where they can score the ball, where we could get into a good rhythm. And I thought we did that. You know, I thought especially early in the game when we were attacking the basket early, you know, that opened up some things for us. That opened up the 3 later on in the game. And it was a game that we had to execute because there was going to be a couple opportunities to beat these guys because they're so good, so well coached, so prepared, that if you have an opportunity, you have to execute the play. So there was a couple plays we ran that we executed very, very well at key times. And that you could see the emotion in our team change after a well-executed play, the lob dunk or a backdoor play. It's just, it energized our defense. And you have to do that because you have to try to stop them at key times because you're not stopping them for the whole game. There's just too many weapons, too many great players, too many guys who've been in big games. So I was proud of our guys that we executed when we needed to and not crumble, especially late in the game.
I don't know how much you guys know about the history of the program. And if you do, there's been a lot of great moments. Can you put this in perspective as to what just happened out on the court?
I think it's probably going to be one of the top ones. Just as far as us had like a big loss with Teddy, so our team, everybody trying to figure out what role each day in practice was a big thing us going into the game. So when this happened to us, just show that everybody like playing for each other is the big thing. Not just coming out and trying to do what we do as a team, but actually coming together.
Can I answer that? If you walk down the hallway in our office, they have posters of the greatest moments. All the big wins, the conference championships, the beating #1 teams in the nation. We're putting one up for this one. So that's where I would put it. But then we get a poster up on that wall, it's a big thing because of the proud history of this place.
Jordan, you've dealt with a lot of adversity in your life. Went off for your mission, had to transfer from BYU to here, married, and you're even recently last week with the shoulder injury where you didn't play against Nebraska. And you never show emotion on the floor. At one point in the first half, you hit the big 3, and you turn around up 7 and did the 3-pointer to your dad in the stands, who, as we all know, is a very fiery player back in the day at BYU. What's that mean for you to kind of step up in the spotlight, show a little emotion, and share that moment with your dad?
It means everything, man, because, you know, he played in college, and it's just an opportunity that, you know, we were talking about. It's an opportunity that I'll never have again, probably. So, you know, it was huge for me, and I was just, I don't know, all the emotion just came out in that play, and, yeah, just happy.
Guys, everybody says rebounding's about effort. You guys out-rebounded a team that nobody thought you'd out-rebound today. What does that say about, I think, you guys and your effort? Were you tougher than them? Did you feel like that today?
Yeah, I think we played like a lot of like some dogs, really. I mean, Steph is one of the hardest rebounders that I know and never seen. Nico was playing like a dog as well. I mean, it's just a lot of grit when you have to rebound, and people don't want to be physical, and and they're a physical team and they like to rebound, so you got to just out strength them, I guess, and just push them out of the way just to get those rebounds.
You got 10 how'd you do it against the Aggies, the Carters, those guys?
I mean, just trying to help out with our bigs, seeing them like they going hard, so why not the guards going hard? So just trying to match their level as far as their effort, trying to move the bigs out of the way, just trying to help them out and get rebounds. So it's the big thing.
To Coach or any of the guys, you guys picked up a lot of quick fouls to start the second half. Did the physicality change? You feel like the whistle was a little quicker there? And how'd that kind of affect
No, we
you guys
picked up
going
some
forward?
open court, not intelligent fouls. I don't want to use the term stupid, but just guys, maybe a frustration play. There was a couple we missed a layup and, karate chopped the guy on the way down. A couple over the back fouls, like learning moments.
Just too quick before I go. This is we talked about how good Duke was, but this is the first win over 19 in a while. I want to say 14, right? The Syracuse run.
I don't know.
But what's the significance of that for the program?
I mean, again, it's anytime you get a chance to play the number one I told these guys how fortunate they were because there's a lot of guys playing college basketball who are in great programs that will never get a chance to play the number one team in the nation at home. These guys had an opportunity that not a lot of people get, and I thought they seized it. So, for them individually, like we've been talking about, lifetime memory for our program, great step. And only 17 more of these in the ACC.
Too quick. One, do you normally get here like 2 hours early to get shots up, or why? You were by yourself shooting?
No, I always just try to come a little bit early and get up shots. I've been shooting the ball well, and I know I can shoot better than that, so I just had to make sure that it got prepared.
And then where did you guys find yourself in the storm? Like when the bodies are on the floor, like are you in there mixing it up, or what happened there? Like,
Wasn't that awesome? I mean, at the end of the day, I was just making sure, glad they were safe, but that was college. To me, that's college basketball. We deserved it. Boston College deserved that moment.
Go.
I stood up on the little scoreboard joint. I wasn't trying to get all the ball.
Yeah. Silly. Not again. I ain't doing that.
This question is for all four of you, starting with Coach. You guys didn't just play with energy today. You played with poise. Was that a point of emphasis throughout this week of preparation?
Again, we attacked this week with no other intention other than winning this game. And everything that we showed, everything we talked about was what we needed to do to win the game. So as it was coming to that situation, I think they felt prepared. I think they felt prepared on both ends, knew what we had to do to give ourselves an opportunity, and we did it. So I would say poise is a direct reflection of that.
I think it's something you have to have, especially playing a team like that. I mean, they're going to go on those runs, and it's just being able to stick to what's been working and just keep doing it and keep doing it and keep doing it over and over again is what you got to do.
Yeah, shout out to the coaches. I mean, they just made it easy for us. They put up a perfect game plan, and all we had to do is go out there and follow it, and that's what we did.
Going off what Chad said, same thing. Been scouting all week, just trying to stay focused throughout practicing and stay focused on the scout and make sure we do everything we do right.